Decision trees encode scikit-learn. We have spent this entire module understanding decision trees from the inside out: entropy, information gain, Gini, pruning, boundaries. Now let us put it all into practice. In this video, we will use scikit-learn to fit a decision tree, make predictions, tune hyperparameters, and visualize the result. Real code, real output. First, the imports. We need DecisionTreeClassifier from scikit-learn.tree and train test split from scikit-learn.modelSelection. For our data set, we will use the classic iris dataset, 3 flower species, 4 features, sepal length, sepal width, petal width, 150 samples. We load it and split into train and test sets, 80% train, 20% test, random state for reproducibility. Fitting is one line. We create a decision tree classifier and call fit on the training data. That is it. The tree is built. To predict, we call predict on the test data. We can also check accuracy with the score method on the iris dataset. An unpruned tree typically gets about 95 to 100% test accuracy. Now let us tune. The key hyperparameters are max depth, min sample split, min samples leaf, and criterion. Criterion can be Gini or entropy. Let us set max depth to 3 to prevent overfitting, and min samples leaf to 5. We refit and check. A shallower tree might sacrifice a tiny bit of training accuracy, but it generalizes better. scikit-learn has a built-in function to visualize the tree. We call export text from scikit-learn.tree. It prints the tree as nested if-else rules. For a graphical view, we use plot tree. It shows each node with its split condition, Gini or entropy value, number of samples, and predicted class. Color intensity shows how pure each node is. Darker means more certain. That wraps up Module 2. We started from entropy and information gain, built trees with ID 3, explored Gini impurity, regression trees, continuous features, and decision boundaries, learned about overfitting and pruning, and now we have seen it all come together in code. You have a solid, deep understanding of decision trees. In the next module, we tackle ensemble methods, random forest boosting, and beyond. See you there.